Whoa! What's up? What's up? It is yours truly, Carcino, saying hit the like button, subscribe to the page, all those wonderful things, as it's time to get it in. Yes, sir. To deliver like I always do. My Cash App is Carcino. Y'all see the banner. Y'all know what time it is. The Patreon is going to be off the chain. Off the chain this week. You thought we have done something before? Oh, you've seen nothing yet. I guarantee you, right now, I'm filthy. When I come off the bathtub, all relaxed and clean, I'm just gonna let loose. I'm mad after what they did to my page because of Patrick Mahomes. Oh, okay. This is gonna just be the start then. You ain't like that, then you ain't gonna like a lot of stuff that's gonna transpire. Since you wanna play that game. Oh, baby, if that's the way homie want to play it, oh, we gonna play it all night long. Like Lionel Richie, baby. So, let's get with this right here, okay? Um, JayZ gave this impactful speech about the Grammys and the Academy and how they boycotted the award, the Grammys, and everything when DMX wasn't nominated and they chose to boycott the Grammys and stay away from the Grammys even though they were winning the Grammy, for album of the year. And DMX wasn't nominated when he had two albums that year that went number one, and they chose JayZ's Hard Knock Life. And he says to Beyonce, um, and everybody that he loved the Academy, but y'all need to get it right, at least get it close to right. And of course, he brings Beyonce to the situation that she got 31 Grammys. And he said, even by your own metric, that does not work. Think about that. Most Grammys never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Beyonce became the most awarded artist in Grammy history. She has 32 wins at last year's ceremony. That award that puts her over the edge was Best Dance Electric Album, which she won for the Renaissance album. But she never won Album of the Year. So JayZ complained about somebody that won 32 Grammys. Okay? I could tell you right now, if you wanted to complain, JayZ, you could have complained for Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson should have won and swept the Grammys in every goddamn category. And when he didn't win Album of the Year, you knew it was rigged since then. Michael didn't even show up no more after that. So that lets you know what time it was back then when they gave U2, Bono, the Oscar over Michael Jackson. Now, let's go even further. This is the most hypocritical speech in history. It was not JayZ's decision to boycott the Grammys, okay? They were saying, oh, that's bogus. They're not going to nominate DMX. We not going to the Grammys. That was a decision made by Rockefeller and Def Jam. They're not going to honor us. And it wasn't because DMX didn't get nominated. It's because they wasn't going to televise the situation of JayZ winning the Grammy. The award presentation was not going to be televised. It was going to be one of those things they show in a clip that JayZ won Best Album. So he said, why the hell should we even show up for that? They're not going to televise us getting our Grammy. You're going to have best rap category and not televise it, then there's no need of us showing up. So it had nothing to do with DMX didn't get nominated. They wasn't going to televise the event. Which was what, the Fresh Prince and them was boycotting when they got theirs. Like, you're not going to televise it. You're not going to treat us as if we're part of the entertainment. Then I'm out. And now that rap's $1 billion industry, you're going to tell them they can't, be seen getting their awards. So that's why they boycotted the Grammys. Now that we've gotten past that, let's get to the thick of it. Because a lot of people probably want to know what the hell is going on around here. Right? So, he makes this big, thing about people who got nominated who didn't deserve to be nominated. Yeah, we know. Okay, let's get to the real gist of it. Beyonce shouldn't have 32 Grammys. If you want to have this conversation, Jay, the Grammy should be taking something back. When was she ever qualified for Album of the Year? When has Beyonce had an outstanding album? She might have a couple of hot singles, but Album of the Year? Hell no. I mean, seriously. When have you ever heard a complete album for Beyonce? You said from start to finish, this is it. Hell no. She hasn't. Even the Renaissance album. I don't know anybody playing that album. Period. And these from Beyonce fans. It's not a knock on Beyonce. She had some great singles back in the day, but I know what's real. She took the go-go sound from another artist. So look, Beyonce is what she is. Okay, she's a very talented performer. She's not an outstanding singer. She can sing, but she's not outstanding. But she's a better performer. But she's never had no album of the year. So the Grammys got that right, and there's a lot of Grammys she shouldn't have gotten anyway. And that's something Jay is not even focusing on. But you want us to feel sorry for somebody who got the most Grammys in Grammys history. He's mad because he didn't win a Grammy after being nominated for the 444 album, and he won the most nominations, and he won no Grammys. He was nominated in all those categories and didn't win one. So he's still mad about that. Now, I'm telling you, this is vintage Jay, with the fake dread extensions put in his hair. It's fake dreads when you see a 65-year-old man with dreads in his head, right? When have you ever seen dreads like that? There's no gray. Not one gray hair. Not one. You don't see one gray hair pop up anywhere. In his dreads, in his head, anything. Those are fake extensions. Fake doo-doo rolls. Now, them doo-doo locks you got up in there. Those are fake. Now, well, that's a whole nother story. What you, Jay Lion? Once again, Jay Lion. Oh my God. And that's what I'm saying. They so hypocritical. This is a man who said if Beyonce didn't win the award, you and Beyonce were staying at home. And they didn't give a damn if you was staying at home back when you had your single coming out because your album Volume 3 was coming out. And if they didn't let Beyonce win the award, you and her were staying at home and she wasn't going to perform. And you know at that time, Beyonce was huge and they wanted Beyonce to perform. They didn't give a damn about whatever you did. You going to hold that over their head. And Beyonce ain't win. You and Beyonce staying at home. Oh, you didn't pull that at the Grammys. You know you pulled that at the other awards. Beyonce had to know in advance she was going to win. You think news don't travel? This is why it's so hypocritical. If you're going to do that for other awards, how you going to come to the Grammys and get complain when she won the most Grammys in history? So if you did it there, I know you did it at the Grammys. And Kanye called you out on it. When Kanye had the best album and they screwed him over for Beyonce. Because Beyonce had to win. And they told him, like, man, Beyonce, we got pressure from Beyonce's people, her team, that she had to win this award or she wasn't going to be there. And the only time Beyonce was shown on camera is right before she was to accept the awards. She didn't even sit on the floor. She was in the back the whole show. And every time she came out to sit in her seat is when they were getting ready to announce her as the winner. She did not want to come sit out there if she wasn't going to be the winner. So they rigged the awards for Beyonce to win just so she could be there to accept, and they got Beyonce in the house. And they start doing that at every occasion. So it's hypocritical. But don't worry, Michael Jackson did it too. After the Grammys ripoff, he wasn't showing up no more unless he was winning. Yep. So this is real spill, y'all. This is the politics they play. So the Grammys is like, oh, okay. Y'all want to play this game. Because don't nobody of any real importance really go to the Grammys anymore. In case you haven't noticed, and when I mean of importance, I mean international people. They really don't go to the Grammys like that anymore. They don't. The Grammys then turned into the Source Awards. It don't have that prestige anymore. Just to be honest. I'm just letting you know. So they start letting y'all win Grammys. They start giving Drake all the Grammys. They start giving Grammys to all these other artists. Because it don't mean anything anymore. You think you in the category with Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie and all them. Nah, you're not. It really don't care anymore. Because the music industry is pretty much is dead in the water. Right now, it's just singles. So album of the year, really? Does that category even exist in real life? Nobody listens to a whole body of work. They'll listen to a couple of things on a playlist. So it doesn't even make sense to even call something an album nowadays. It's sad, but it's true. So now that we're in this conundrum, we're stuck because the rest of the world is trying to play catch up while the whole other world is trying to play grow up. And because everybody is stuck in this circle, nobody's getting out, buddy. They're not. So Jay was not only lying to all of you, he was lying to himself. He's lying to everybody else. He's lying about his hairdo. He's lying about everything that he was talking about, and had the nerve to have his daughter up there who was completely embarrassed while he's sitting there doing this speech, including MK Ultra Beyonce sitting out there. You don't know anything about that, go to the Patreon and you'll pretty much understand what I'm talking about. The Casino for Life Patreon. Yeah. So everybody don't seem to get what's transpiring in this world that we live in today. It's just complete and utter ridiculousness that we see transpire every day. In this industry period of entertainment. It's all a show and a mask, and you see people celebrate this crap. Oh, don't think my sister and mom are guilty of it too. They hit in a group chat. We in a family group chat. I'm just like tuned out because they are just going to town with this ridiculous Grammy show. And I'm just like, I'm tuned out. Let them have it. I'm done. So, with everything being said and put in proper perspective, you have situations that are so out of control, so like against the grain, that it doesn't even make sense for any other human being to challenge any other claims, any other situations that you see before you, right? So now you are at the behest of the general public. You're forced and you're held hostage to listen to this trash, to this crap that they've put before you and served to you like a meal. And that's been the problem. That's been the headache. That's been the consistent nonsense you've had to deal with and endure for all this time. So it's more bigger than just a body of work. And everybody said, oh, you just an old head. It's not about that. I could be an old head. I could be a head that don't even exist anymore. But I could tell you this head is still smart, still wise, and still know what's going on in the world. This head has it all figured out. This head still knows good music from bad music. So this head will always be a head. Okay? So let's get these things put in its proper etiquette. Now let's now find out what the main problem is. Everyone seems to be following this crazy conundrum of, oh, this is the way it's supposed to be, and this is how society is, and this is the way it's supposed to go, and we're moving in this way because so and so said this and that about this and this, and it's crazy. They pay for these spots. They pay for awards. These record companies, these promotional companies, they pay for their artists to get Grammys. They do it in movies. They do it at every award show. You think the Oscars are anything effing different? No, they're all rigged. It is not people judging it on body of work Impact or anything. None of these award shows are. So why should you take it serious? Why people feel like, oh, I got robbed at the Oscars? I've watched the Oscars every year in my life until they ripped off Chadwick Boseman. And I said, I'm done. I'm done. And the moment I said I'm done, I get a text and they said, Will Smith got slapped at the Grammys. I said, Will Smith got what? So, to let people understand the impact of what the Oscars was for me, I saw Kobe win. I saw a lot of people win Oscars. But a lot of these situations and things that was presented was done for a reason, and it's just one of those situations where people who were honored in situations that transpired, and we never talked about it again, but I made a video very proud the night Kobe won that Oscar because I watched it live when he had Dear Basketball, and he was so proud of it, extremely proud to win it. And to see what he went through the very next day is something we're going to talk about at a different time. But the whole world needed to see and react to the situations that have been presented in front of them, because people just really didn't understand it or get it. They didn't get the notion of what we were laying down or implying when we make our decisions on how we move as individuals. It's about the quality of work. We're not buying a record thinking about Grammys. This album, this person won this many Grammys. We don't do that. We don't give a damn. We base it on how many hit songs this person is making. Does this person make good music? Like, did I like their last bodies of work? This is what we base it off of. What do they have out now? Is the single hot? This album might be hot because this single is hot. So that's what we base it on. We don't give a damn about a Grammy. I'm like, what's his name? Flavor Flav. Who ever bought a goddamn Grammy? So now they had this Dr. Dre award. That's how much they don't even care about the Grammys no more. The Dr. Dre award. Dr. Dre award goes to JayZ. Like, what the hell is that? So it don't even make any sense. I think the Grammys are even black now. I don't even know what's going on. JayZ won a black Grammy. Oh my God. How, I can't I can't even take this seriously. I just can't. So anyway, shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Shouts out to Ticket TV, Armando Black TV. And welcome to HDII TV. Y'all had a great panel. That was the full panel. I haven't seen a full panel in like a long time, but that was a good one. And definitely, Jose was even on that one. Jose Rodriguez, Jag Sports at Jose Rodriguez. Follow his channel also. And I'm going to get out of here, man. Love, peace, and hair grease. This is just retarded. And don't forget to go to the Casino for Life Patreon. I think you'll be quite happy this week. Like you should be every week, but you're really going to enjoy this week.